Good morning. It is April the 6th, big day today. We've changed the name of the show. I know you came in, you thought, oh, it's going to be the Cook Report. No longer. It is now the Guy R. Cook Report, and that's the fault of, I was watching this show on Sunday morning past on NBC in America called Meet the Press with Chuck Todd. Meet the Press, they have a panel of all these celebrity news people and so forth, and one of them was from Cook Report, Political Report, and I go, well, we've got to change the name. We're now the Guy R. Cook Report, and if I forget and say the Cook Report, it's an intentional mistake, I guess you'd call it. Yeah, you would call it a mistake if you said the wrong name. That's probably the right word. And so, thanks everyone in the chat for joining us today. Kelvin, how's it going in Cambridge?
Nice and sunny today.
Oh,
busy day for me. Busy day for me tomorrow, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay. And so the name changing to the Guy R. Cook Report, if you go into your search engine, into Bing, into Google, whatever, and search for the Guy R. Cook Report, we should do well. In fact, when I tested today, but I was logged into Google, so you can't really count that. I was the owner of that page. I owned it. So the show notes, thanks for the reminder, Kelvin, in the chat, just pasted in. The show notes are now going to be no www. Well, maybe there is. But I've used the GuyRCookReport.podbean.com to get to the show notes. And that's where they'll be posted when we get them up. And now it is shout out, thank you time. Big thanks to Edinburgh Dusters, who way back when, one Thursday afternoon, just playing around, said, let's call it the Cook Report. Well, now time has marched on. We've evolved, and now it's called the Guy R. Cook Report. But we'll still give Fraser Ramsey the feather in his cap for getting credit for coming up with the idea originally. Good idea. We're staying the course. So big thanks to Edinburgh Dusters. They're a company that likes to clean. You're in Scotland, you need cleaning done, that's the guy to give a ring. And in Scotland also, Alba Digital Media. If you have needs related to computer hardware, to workstations, servers, that sort of thing, his name is Kevin Scullion, and Google that up. Alba, A-L-B-A, digitalmedia.com. Big thank you to Blab for making this service available to us. That wouldn't be available without them, would be stuck in the mud. And so at the end of the show, they will, when we close a Blab, as you know, if you've recorded one, maybe you haven't, they send you an email with a link to the MP3 file, the audio file, an MP4 file, the video file, the work's done. And then you simply tweak it and edit it and upload it, and away you go. So again, we invite you to listen to the Guy R. Cook Report on the links that are available for same. And we're on Stitcher Radio. Big thank you to them. On our blab.im profile for Guy R. Cook. On Spreaker, which supposedly gives us access to 4 million dashboards. And apologies to Spreaker, I wasn't giving them credits. And lo and behold, they've got every episode. There's 60 plus episodes in there. And it's available with a Droid app, with the iTunes app. Because we're on Podbean, we're also the Guy R. Cook Report.podbean.com. Boy, I stumble through those words sometimes. The Guy R. Cook Report.podbean.com link also makes this happen on iTunes. And as soon as I find out what I have to do, that's what will be listed under there too. Because the name is the Guy R. Cook Report. And it's that name on YouTube and on the blog, on the show notes when you go to get them. It's a done deal. I invite you to go to the Cook Report evaluation question. That's located on all the copies of the show notes. And as always, be a patron of the podcast on the funding page at Podbean. Did I forget anything?
Did you remember that I won't be here tomorrow?
Oh,
did I tell you? Did I tell you?
Big news. Big, yes, you did. You did. The big building at Cambridge University is going up tomorrow. And my co-host next to me,
big opening ceremony,
going to be away from the camera, so we'll accept nominations for co-host for tomorrow email that in, or you can mail it in. Just write your name down on a $20 bill. Mail it in, Chris. And Mr. Geek Chris, use American money. The show is going to conclude then. Oh, and remember to watch for that the Stalker versus the Walker walkathon in Scotland. That's coming together. I think it's going to happen. A challenge has been issued, and now the champion is wavering on whether he's going to accept the challenge or not. And I said, well, you're in Scotland. Would Mel Gibson turn down a challenge? When he was in that Braveheart movie, not a bit. He'd say, bring it, because he fought all of England when he was at the bat. So I think they'll probably come to pass. We'll see. We'll see. So as always, have a great day. Have a better week. Thanks for listening. And let's see, before I stumble through anything else, I'm going to say those magic words. It's a wrap.